of 144 mentally ill Life Esidimeni patients is being kept alive. The South African Depression and Anxiety Group, Section 27, as well as the South African Human Rights Commission have teamed up to launch an online memorial for the victims. Well, the organizations are also launching an advocacy campaign that will tell the story of this tragedy. But for more on this, I'm joined by SADAG Operations Director, Ms. Cassie Chambers. Ms. Chambers, thank you for your time, and good morning to you. I mean, I can only imagine what's a sort of comfort that also brings to the loved ones as well as family members of those who lost their lives during the Life Esidimeni tragedy. But you are in a better position to explain to us the aim behind this memorial as well as this advocacy campaign. What was the vision behind it?
So what we're hoping to do, this all started in 2015 and so many years has passed on. And as a way to really commemorate the lives that are lost and these people, and these could be our loved ones, our brothers, our sisters, our uncles, it was incredibly important to us, 5 years on, to really just put an online memorial for all those that have lost. The families to share their stories, and we've met with them and taken really powerful pictures and taken their journey with them and shared it on this platform so that we do remember and that those lives aren't lost in vain. I think it's also really important that we learn from issues like Life Esidimeni, and that's why there's this advocacy reporting tool on the website as well. So while we remembering those that have died and lost their lives and the hundreds that have survived and are still dealing with the impact, it's really important as a way to move forward that we make sure that we try to be part of the solution to fix the mental health system in the country.
But we're also here because government did promise to have, a memorial, some sort of a memorial site or a way and a manner to, commemorate those who had lost their lives. Do you think from their perspective, or rather, do you think they have forgotten to, sort of commemorate and bring this memorial to life? Because they did make the promise, but it seems that promise wasn't fulfilled.
Absolutely, and I think if you speak to any of the Life Esidimeni family members, I think it's one of the things that they're still quite upset about is that there isn't a memorial. They were promised so many different things and they still didn't get it. And that's why this online memorial is just something small that we can do to make sure that we don't forget. Whether it's the people, whether it's government, we mustn't forget what happened with Life Esidimeni because there still aren't answers. There still isn't accountability. It's really, really important for us to make sure that we use the example and the lessons learned from all the flaws that were highlighted in the mental health system during Life Esidimeni to make sure that going forward it never happens again. But for the family members, that they really needed to see that their lives, their loved ones weren't in vain and that they still were really important.
And with that being said, I mean, you're taking this campaign quite forward through an advocacy campaign in a sense that I get is to say, well, at least you're saying that those who are currently, suffering or struggling with mental illness don't have to go through what those 144, victims unfortunately had to endure. There could still be help for them and hope for them. How do you think this advocacy campaign can intervene there?
So what we're doing on the platform is we're listing the resources, the contact details, as well as mechanisms versus SMS, online forms, where if people have problems or complaints or they're already battling to get treatment or access, they can reach out and we can help them to navigate the current system. Or if they need to put in a complaint or a human rights violation, that we empower them to do that. One of the things that didn't happen many years ago is that a lot of the family members were pushed from pillar to post, didn't know what to do, who to speak to. Things didn't work. And we're trying to prevent that from happening going forward.
You have, a powerful team of, partners and collaborators and stakeholders. I suppose even some are speakers during the online launch. Share some of them with us and their involvement there.
I think the most important and throughout this whole project is the role of the Life Esidimeni family members. This is their reality. It's their stories. It's their loved ones. So they're playing a huge part in today, and as well as in this project, going to visit them again and working so closely with them. This is really just for them. But in this morning, which we're actually going to be doing a live stream on our Facebook page. So for those that would like to join the online launch, please do follow us at Life Esidimeni and you'll be finding all the links. But this morning we have lawyers from Section 27. We have a mental health update from the South African Human Rights Council, as well as the Life Esidimeni family members. And the people that went to interview and put the portraits together of these amazing stories and these people and putting a face to this number.
Yeah.
It's not about 144, but there are real stories. These are our real people. And we have to remember so that we never forget what happened.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for talking to us and sharing, this news for us. So it means all South Africans can, of course, join and as well as participate by logging onto Facebook and the live stream there and ensuring that you're part of this powerful message sent out to the family of the loved ones of those who unfortunately lost their lives, but also to those who are still struggling with mental illness to know that help is there for them. Thank you so much. SADAG Operations Director, Cassie Chambers.